Welcome back to Between the Tracks.
So, we'll start this again. Valaina is a metal band that fuses raw emotion with powerful storytelling, challenging the stigma surrounding mental health, addiction, and trauma. Formed by a group of passionate musicians with deeply personal connections to these themes. Valaina creates music that speaks to resilience, self-empowerment, and transformation with a unique blend of heavy-hitting riffs, haunting melodies, and cathartic lyrics. The band aims to provide not just music, but a movement, one that inspires healing, conversation, and community. On vocals, we have Rachel Van Steppen, Adam for guitar, Hunter for drums, and Valentine Maganko.
How do you pronounce your last name? I don't know if you can hear us.
Valentin.
Valentine.
He's the producer and mix engineer and guitar player.
Cool.
And thank you, sir, for sending the stems. I've reached out to a couple other bands. They're like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Like, we're going to take their stuff and...
That's weird. Why not? I mean, just stems.
Yeah. I don't know if it's just because, like, they don't know us and there's, like, they think we're going to steal it or something. Or I don't know. But we would never do that. We write our own music.
I just like
Now, if he were to send all the stems from the session,
Yeah, we'd
How
be
many-
here all day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
I think you had some weird delay, Rich.
Probably. It's TikTok
Yeah.
Live. It never goes smooth. At least for me, it doesn't. We're kind of new to TikTok Live. We were on here like when we first started doing this, and then TikTok got stupid and was gonna shut down all that stuff, so we stopped doing live. It's been like a year since we've been on live, so we're kind of new to the TikTok Live again.
Well, TikTok was going to go away, so we kind of gave up on it.
Yeah, we gave up on it. Every time I post something, it'd get muted, so I gave up on it for a while.
But
anyways,
let's get
you want to give us a little backstory of this song? I remember you saying that it's kind of a love-hate song for you.
it's a sad song. That's. Well, can you hear me okay?
Yep.
I think I am, but like echoing.
Yeah, it's echoing.
Sorry.
Do you have headphones?
Does she have her phone up loud? I don't know what's up.
Yes, let me.
Because, yeah, your audio's playing and your mic's picking up your audio is probably why it's echoing. We had to switch to headphones for it to stop doing that for us.
Okay. Think.
No
Give
big
it one
deal if not.
Yeah, it's no big deal. We'll get through it. It's all good.
It sounds good on this end. I just don't know about the live. But let's try this song.
I'm not worried about it if you're not worried about it.
Yep, I'm not.
Oh,
You're fine. I'm gonna play the song, and then we can get into it.
okay.
So we'll get into the song. This is Remedy by Valaina.
Diagnosed my own disease, prescribed a treatment
Yeah, killer tune.
That's
Yeah,
great.
it is.
You have an amazing voice.
Oh, thank you.
I like the heavy guitars too.
I was the drummer in a band called Motor Biscuit, and we had a girl singer, and she could make just beauty over metal. It's a very hard thing to do, and you do it extremely,
good job.
extremely well.
Yeah, that's awesome. Very, very cool. I mean, the whole
Thank you.
album, I mean, right from the get is awesome.
I like the artwork too.
Cut Me to the Quick. I mean, it just comes in. It's a great album. I like
Thanks, I
it.
appreciate it. Is this better?
Yes,
Yep.
Yeah, it
a
sounds
lot better.
Yep, you sound exactly
Like we
normal.
do.
No delay, no doubling.
Yep.
It's good.
I hear a double, but it's okay.
Oh, that sucks.
I'll
We'll
deal
have
with
to tell
it.
people next time though. But
Even Joe Rogan wears headphones, so
I'm not sure why you shouldn't be hearing
and
it
it
double, but
seems to be the
that's okay.
simplest solution. But
hopefully it's not doubled for everybody out there.
you hear a double with the music too.
Double. He says double.
Oh,
Double with me.
double.
Everybody.
Nah.
Where did you guys record this? You don't mind me asking.
Well,
Meet that.
all over.
So
let's
was it like?
say-
So did you like track it like different places? Like everybody kind of did their own thing, and
Yes.
that's awesome.
So basically V and I had been working together for a while, and I was going to go for an EP, and at the time I didn't think I was going to be like trying to perform or anything. So I contacted him. I was like, "Hey, I need you to produce this, and this is what I want it to sound like." And I think Remedy was the first song he sent me. Remedy and Cut Me to the Quick.
Nice. That's
Yeah,
the first
so-
one. I bet you're
Right.
blown away.
And Remedy actually was one that I wrote pretty quick. We're kind of like how do you say it, V? He says that we're mental when it comes to how we work. just because of like the speed. So he'll send me something, and then
So you guys just
I
click.
get-
Yeah.
yes, I get
That's good.
inspired, and then send him a demo like that day.
Nice. That's awesome. And should I call him V? Is that?
Val,
I'll just-
V,
I'll just
whatever.
call him-
I just
Yeah.
call him V.
Let's call him this guy that's below you.
hey, this guy down here.
Where is your studio? Where are you?
My studio is in Argentina.
Oh wow!
okay.
That's where I live in my house, actually.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Is the rest of the band from Texas then, or okay,
Yeah.
cool.
How often do you guys get together?
Well, we were rehearsing every other week and then doing a band meeting the weeks that we were not rehearsing. But things have been pretty crazy recently.
Yeah.
So we're
Bet.
we're working towards it.
Well, you got some amazing music. So
And is
keep after it.
are you guys? Is this the original lineup of your band or? Oh no! All you gotta say is it's complicated. We get it.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you also before we get into these tracks about the track "Sleeper,"
Okay.
the piano version.
Ooh.
Really enjoyed that track. What inspired you to do a piano version of that song?
So, fun fact, there is actually 3 versions of Sleeper.
Nice.
Sleeper was the very first song that I released on my super top secret Spotify account. We don't talk about that.
That's not available to listen to?
No, it totally is.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'll check it out.
it's if you search Valaina and then like do a space and add an S, it'll pop up.
Okay. We'll check it out.
Evil
So
Spotify.
Because yeah, I like I like the track itself, but the piano version just seems really intimate, I guess.
Yeah.
yes, and I have a really good friend who's collaborated with us on a couple of songs. She's even helping with the project that we're working on now. But anyways, it was like the cool story about this. There's he's a Grammy Award winning like recording engineer and mastering engineer. And he has a studio in Virginia, and he was like, "Well, I'm tuning my piano so we could run it through it." He's got like a Steinway and this
Nice.
historical church building.
Nice.
Nice.
So it's just, it was a beautiful recording.
Awesome.
And I'm trying to think of why we did. V, do you remember what made us decide to do like a ballad version?
No, you just one day said, I want a piano version. That's it.
Plain and simple.
Struck you one day.
I mean, there was no discussion.
Glad
There
it
was
did.
no
It's a
deciding.
Good idea.
You just did it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of how it happened. Like it was supposed to be an EP, and then they're like, "Actually, you're gonna do an album." Okay. And now you're gonna find a band. Oh,
Okay.
okay.
And now you're
Yeah.
what, number 4 on Spotify?
Well,
I
we
think I was stalking and I seen a plaque in the background.
yeah. Well,
That's pretty cool.
there's that guy up there. That's like the world charts
Okay.
for iTunes.
Heck yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so the album we were kind of like blown away.
Just
Yeah.
kind of I mean, it's good music. I mean,
Right.
it's good stuff. I mean, all of it from start to
Whole
finish.
packages, though, you know.
So yeah, that's not surprising. I guess before we
guy,
get into this,
Go ahead,
sorry, I
sorry.
didn't mean to interrupt you. You can go ahead and explain, but I'd like to talk to Val before we get into this about his approach. But go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, I was gonna say he's the one that's responsible for the sound and like when I first heard this track, I was like, dude, you got to get rid of them trap hi-hats. But now I love them.
Oh, like the E-drum track you're talking about?
Yeah, it was the hi-hats. I was
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
no,
I like that a lot.
dude. I do too, though, because it's different and unexpected.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a drummer, so I like that kind of stuff. So Val, what was your approach?
Just so you guys know, Celestial Unicorn, that's the girl who recorded the sleeper piano.
Oh, okay. Hey, how you doing?
Thanks for joining us,
I guess we gotta interact with those people too, right?
Celestial Unicorn.
Yeah, I will.
But yeah, so Val, what was your approach to recording? We're out again. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was just asking what your approach to specifically this song, since we're going over it, the recording. Just basic. You don't gotta get into detail.
No, yeah. So basically, I just had the riff in mind. So first, I built the drums and then recorded the guitars to it.
Nice.
And I wanted to spice it up a little bit, so that's why I added the saws, the hi hats, the trap hi hats. And then I was like, okay, what if we make the verse like we are in Ibiza? Just chilling there, sipping some drinks.
Sure.
Yep.
And that's how I combined everything.
Nice. And then so, drum track. Those are live drums.
No, yeah, they're all MIDI. To
Oh,
be
okay.
honest.
Yeah, they're midis.
Okay.
What I thought.
Yeah.
I thought so too. You never know. I mean, it sounds so like it sounds like a live drum kit. You don't really know
When
anymore.
you build it all
Yeah.
together, you can't really
It
tell.
sounds
thank you very much.
fantastic. And the bass guitar sounds phenomenal.
That is actual bass, yeah.
I mean,
a friend of ours, Tink, recorded the bass.
It sounds great, and in stereo too. Usually when we do this bass, usually everything's in mono, especially the bass track. Guitar's usually in stereo, but when we get the Sims, it's usually mono track, which it could be recorded stereo. But that's cool that we actually got the stereo stems. But it sounds phenomenal. It all sounds great, but
cheers,
I mean
mate.
the bass it by itself, like when I listen to it, I'm like, holy crap, that is freaking recorded and mixed very, very well.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
And then for guitars, what is some of the gear that you used on that? Like amps and
Okay, this is where some people might be disappointed, but I use one guitar. That's my LTD.
Good choice.
And then it's just simulations.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
There's no real amps.
Oh no, I mean there's no disappointment there with me. I mean we do that too, so
Right.
Oh, great. Yeah, I mean, I just find that real amps sound great, but you need to have a really, really good room
yes.
to record it, otherwise
Agreed.
it's just pointless.
Yep,
Right.
I agree. We use I think it's Amplitude 5.
Oh, Amplitude is
Yeah.
so good, mate.
Yeah, we use the Mesa
Yeah.
on that. It sounds fantastic. And then
Yeah, for this album we use Neural.
okay.
Yeah, it's really good.
And then vocals, what was your approach on that?
We tried different
effects-wise.
mics for this album, actually. She started recording with, I think it's a Warm Audio,
Okay.
a really expensive mic,
Oh, yeah.
but it was so bright on her vocals. So we decided to try the SMB57. Well, SM57B, I don't remember.
The beta.
Which is obviously much darker, so
Right,
it
right.
balances out
Nice.
her vocals.
Yeah, legit. This mic right here.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. A lot of people are using podcast microphones for vocals. I mean, it's not. They say. On the package it says podcast.
Right.
Yeah, but Michael Jackson recorded on this.
Nice.
It's infamous.
Nice.
That's cool.
Oh, and then effects on that just doesn't sound like there's much on there.
On the vocals.
The vocals, yeah.
There's a lot of processing there. I like to really over process the vocals. So there's tons of compression, reverb, and delay.
Nice.
Also filtering, distortion.
Yes.
But always trying to make it in a natural way,
Right.
so it sounds good.
Right.
Well, you achieved that.
Yeah. Did a great job.
Good to know.
Let's get into this drum
Yep.
track.
So we'll get into it. So we'll break down the drums. I'll throw in these two as we go
Cool, yeah.
along here. And yeah, here we go.
Let's do this.
There it is. Sounds great.
I could never recreate it live, but my son probably could.
Oh, Ben could for sure.
See, this is what's cool about breaking it down, because this little guy right here, I would have never really noticed that in the mix. Just that little boom. drum sounds fantastic. Yeah, we've never had guests when we're doing this before. We just kind of just sitting here and chill. I don't know if it's kind of boring for, you know, I mean, I love it, but.
You gotta really be into the song or the music.
And Val, I mean, he's heard this song probably 50,000 times, so.
He's already done this before.
I'm gonna back up that. There we go. My bad. Weren't paying attention. Yeah, I mean, you never really know that it wasn't a real.
No, that sounds like a real drummer right
Yeah,
there.
it really does.
Awesome.
That was amazing. Fantastic, fantastic.
Now, I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's a time siggy change there.
I noticed.
I like that.
Oh yeah, we do too.
How, and especially, and he also changed from minor to major. Is that right, V?
Yeah, so the intro goes from major, and then the rest of the song is in minor, always on A. Sorry.
Very cool.
What's your favorite instrument to play?
Yeah, it wasn't on purpose, by the way. I wasn't trying to be some tool kind of, guy. It just came out like that way.
Sometimes
And
that's the best thing.
Yeah,
That riff
Tool's
is the
awesome.
riff that everybody loves to hate. Because it's very, I guess, especially for bass and stuff, the way that he recorded it, like it's fast and yeah. He thinks it's easy, but everyone else is like, oh, the riff.
You best.
God dang you.
You'll have that though.
Sorry.
All right, let's get into this bass track. This is probably, I mean, I'm a drummer. I love drums, but this is probably my favorite track of this song. Just
I haven't
'cause-
heard this yet.
Oh man,
Myself yet.
oh, the bass is awesome.
Cool.
All right, here we go. Let's get into this bass track. So clean.
And mean.
Yeah.
Oh, that's freaking cool.
that sounds so great together. Meat and potatoes right there.
They're both there this time.
Yeah, that's cool. Moose, yes, you are correct. He does good work, it sounds like to me.
I like your name, the Can Do Artist.
Dang, that's crazy.
Was that recorded with the active pickup bass?
I'm pretty sure it was, yes.
I thought so. What kind do you remember?
No.
It's got a cool tone.
I wish I knew, to be honest.
I mean, it's almost got that Ibanez SG sound gear
I like it.
kind of active sound, but a little deeper tone. I don't know. I'm a Fender fan. I play.
All
I
right.
actually like Squire Fender basses because you can knock them against stuff and not have to worry about knocking $400 off the headstock when you bump into your buddy. So, but I like my guitars super expensive. But yeah, I keep my basses cheap.
That's good. Yeah, it was a really good bass and good playing.
That sounds really good.
Yeah, it's tight.
That's one of our
Tank,
best
Tank
bass
did an
tracks we've
awesome
had.
job.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're actually at the guitar part, so
We're at the part of our show where we do a We Are Not Sponsored.
we're not sponsored by anybody.
So we always just pick something random around the area that's happening or a business that we like. So I know next week on the 15th at the Chrome Gypsy compound, which is owned by tattoo artist Clean Rock One, they're having the fights again.
Yep,
Well, next week.
live
yep.
boxing
So I guess this week's We Are Not Sponsored is the Chrome Gypsy compound
in Valaina.
and Valaina. Yep.
We're not
So-
sponsored by you guys.
But yeah. So we just like to give a shout out.
Yep, we're not doing this for money, views, or all that good stuff. We do it because we love music and we love our community and we love to just, yeah, want to give everybody a shout out. We want everybody to succeed.
That's awesome.
All right, let's get into this guitar track. We'll do the lead first and then the rhythm.
Let's do this.
maybe I'll I'll do both of them, and then I'll go back and forth, and we'll do the clean. How's that sound?
Whatever works for you.
Let's start. Too many decisions. Oh yeah, that's tasty.
Hello, Chris Colford Sr.
Nachos the quickest way.
Pretty tasty rhythm guitar there. Yeah, that sounds great. Cool. Yeah. Button's not working again.
Straight back at me. And every morning the same.
Easy over there, wanna do it?
I'm playing you to keep me safe. My body's turned against me.
Don't feel bad, Luke. I'm in the band too. That's awesome.
Hey, that is mixed so well. Yeah.
I missed the drumsmith, by the way, the one comment.
My body's turned against me.
That was great. It cut out.
Old tones.
The mic quit. Nope, it's
Oh,
back.
It's back. It's back. It's back.
It was just angry for a second.
Hey.
So, on that LTD that you were playing, does it have the Fishman Fluence or is it the EMG actives?
Just a stock EMG.
Nice.
I think they're 59. I think you're right.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm a big LTD fan.
Yeah, I normally leave my guitars with the stock pickups.
I have one LTD with it's got the Fishman Fluence that it came stock with, and then my son's got like one that's got a piezo with one active and one passive pickup, and then another one he's got the
Oh,
EMGs
nice.
in it. And yeah, we have pretty cool guitar collection.
You got a lot of guitars.
Sick.
Between you and Ben.
He's a big Dimebag fan. My son is, so he's got several of the dime
Oh,
guitars.
yeah,
And
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he's a shredder.
Right.
I'm a pretty damn
Well, I
good
think
musician, and my 21-year-old son makes me look like an elementary school kid.
Yeah, he's a dime freak. His first guitar was a Razorback, and it was bigger than he was.
Yeah,
You couldn't even. it was funny watching him try to carry it.
yeah. Guitar weighed 12 pounds. He weighed 30 when he got it, maybe. But he actually had a Fender mini guitar at 18 months old, along with the drum set. So he's always just had stuff there his whole life. And then two uncles
that's
that
sick.
play
That's good.
and a dad that plays. So a lot of musical influence.
We better come. On
It just won't let me
live,
type,
you get
though.
kicked off.
I got one letter in.
Oh, my bad.
In listening to all those guitar parts together, I don't think that I realized some of the parts. Like it was almost like I was hearing it for the first time.
It's
Come on,
good,
Chris.
good way to make tracks more interesting.
For sure.
We should be back.
There we go.
Oh,
Ah!
Uh-huh.
hey,
Yeah, there you are.
look at us go. Let us go.
That's really the only glitch you got going on there.
For everything you have going over there, I don't know how the hell you're keeping track of it. So
Me either.
That's really the only issue.
I'm just pushing buttons.
What's next on this song?
oh hell
Keys?
The clean guitar.
Oh, the clean.
All right, I'm getting button heavy.
no.
Okay. Yep. Clean guitar. Here we go.
Let's do it.
Oh wow. Nice. I'll just jump here. I like that. That's cool.
Yeah. Pretty tone.
That's all you get for a clean guitar.
Still great.
They call it sweet and
I'm
simple.
satisfied.
That's his Ibiza tone. Right, V?
Yeah, actually, for that guitar, I got inspired by a project called Café del Mar, which I used to listen when I visit Key West in Miami a few years back. So kind of inspired by Key West to that.
Nice. Cool. And we got some
Speaking of keys,
synths.
Yeah. Speaking of keys, that was slick.
Oh,
Little.
nice. I don't have that one.
oh yeah,
Snare hi-hat.
All right. There we go. We'll get into this. Yep, there's that sound that you hear.
Plan for me, and I chose the quickest way.
They done the bass. Yeah. Oh, jump. Not trying to skip ahead or nothing. Let me get a little bit here. Oh, that's cool.
I didn't notice that.
That's so cool.
Makes me want to play a video game when it's just by itself.
I feel that that is a very good thing when it comes to synth. You can say you can play a video game to it.
Yeah. Not like it wants me to play a video game. Like, yeah, let's go find something.
Yep.
Ah! Sorry if that was loud. I get a little excited sometimes.
Happens.
Start drinking Nos.
Yeah, you are.
He's like the synth master. No, you know what? It's just sickening how good he is.
Yeah, everything's great.
Yeah,
I
it's a
kept
pretty
saying, I was
complex
like-
song.
I was like, you can't ever not work with me.
I just press button and pray for the best.
Hey, you're doing all right.
Yep.
Yeah.
I dig it. You get 2 thumbs
to
up
know,
from
good
this
to know.
guy.
I mean, I'm not producer by any means, but I'm doing the same thing right now. I'm just pushing buttons and hope for the best. All right, we'll do the effects here. Oh, I like that. That's cool.
Very, very nice.
Assuming all the same across the board here. Got some big ones going here. Not trying to jump around or nothing. Oh wow. Startled me a little bit. That's so cool. There.
Yeah.
All right, good.
No.
Huh?
Yeah, it is.
All right.
It's got some Chevelle.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I got a Chevelle
Yeah.
vibe from that time.
Yeah, for sure.
It's that.
The initial.
board here. I'm trying to skip around too much here. We got a little surprise here at the end. Ooh, nice.
Vocal time.
Very cool. Yep, time for the vocals.
How many tracks for vocals? 1, 2?
2. We got a vocal track and a backup vocal track. We'll do the vocal. I'll pop the other one in if I can.
Oh.
Here.
Do you like hearing yourself?
No.
Totally relate. Everything I've ever had recorded with my voice, every episode I watch of us, I just cringe at half of what I say.
It's
Like, it's
get over it a little
just
bit.
weird to me. I'd just rather not hear myself recorded.
Yeah. When like the vocals are isolated, I pronounce my vowels really funny. So I don't know.
Yeah, but you might think so, but
We'll see.
I don't think anybody else does.
We'll see.
I mean,
Well, I don't sugarcoat nothing, so you'll hear the truth from me.
All right.
I think everybody's their own worst critic anyway, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into this vocal track. Dude.
Diagnosed my own disease. Prescribed a treatment plan for me.
Oh, you can really hear the delay when it's isolated a lot. That sounds awesome.
Just to make it through
So
the
subtle.
day. And I'm not saying I'm proud. Breaking everything I vowed. Is there a better
Distortion in
way
there.
to explain why I had to numb my pain? I need an antidote, a remedy, anything to bring relief. Self-sabotage my very own defeat. And I just need one more fix to dull the pain. I'm begging you to keep me sane. My body's turned against me again. I'm dying to be free. Can anybody cure me? I tend to avoid my own reflection. Shame stares straight back at me. And every morning the same. Today will be the day I change. And I need an antidote. Can you hear my plea? Can anybody cure me? I need an antidote, a remedy.
Sounds like a box box.
Anything to bring relief. Self-sabotage my very own defeat. And I just need one more fix to dull the pain. I'm begging to keep me sane. My body's turned against me again.
Cool.
That was cool.
self-sabotage my very own defeat. Can anybody cure me?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
Good job.
Yep, 100%.
How many takes
Loved
did it take for you to say this is the one? Roughly.
Okay, hold on. So I have this problem and I get like scolded for it. I like to do one takes, not break. V, I think you said that you used a lot of my demo vocals.
Yeah, half the verses are the demos
Okay.
Oh,
because it sounded a lot more soft and like natural. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just better.
I mean, I feel like usually the first one or two takes of vocals is natural, and then it just seems like the more you do it, the more you're trying, it kind of lose that. I mean, not all the way, but in some aspect, I think you can get it the first
I
two
think
times.
it definitely depends on the song. Like some of our songs have a lot of sustained notes, so I had to go back and do those over.
It was awesome. Mixed awesome. I like the really subtle delay underneath.
I love all the
You hear
vocal effects that he always does.
Hear the
vocal
distortion.
effects are awesome.
You're not out of the woods yet. We got one more track. Just kidding. Get some music going here.
Diagnosed my own disease. Prescribed a treatment plan for me. And I chose the quickest way. Just to make it through the day. And I'm not saying I'm proud. Breaking everything I vow. Is there a better way to explain why I had to love? I need an remedy.
That's cool.
Anything to bring relief. Self-sabotage my very own defeat. Not just be one more fix to dull the pain. I'm begging you to keep me safe.
Sounds like a little pitch effect in there. I'm sure that's not your actually pitching your voice. Maybe you are.
I'm dying to be free. Can anybody cure me? I tend to avoid my own reflection. Shame stares straight back at me. And every morning the same. Today will be the day I change. And I need an antidote, a remedy.
Sound even better together.
Anything to bring relief. Self-sabotage my very own defeat. Not just be one more fix to dull the pain. I'm begging you to keep me sane. My body's turned against me again. I'm dying to be free. Can anybody hear me? And I know I've lost control. The time has taken its toll. Can you hear my plea? Can anybody hear me? I need an antidote, a remedy. Anything to bring relief. Self-sabotage my very own defeat. Not just need one more fix to dull the pain.
Really cool effect. But
And I gotta say, Moose, your comment made me laugh. Very much so.
yeah, it does.
So there's that. That was awesome. Don't feel embarrassed. That was freaking amazing.
Yep.
No,
It's embarrassed now.
weird hearing the harmonies alone.
I mean, it works. It works very well.
Yeah, you have great range on your voice. Everything's put together well. I'm highly impressed. You got a new fan in me.
Me too.
So
Yep. Yep. So, I mean, that's all the tracks. Great job mixing, mastering. Very good job. Very good job. Good job singing, all the artists that performed. And I appreciate, again, giving us the stems and letting us get in between the tracks on this track. A lot of fun. It wasn't so much of a disaster as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a nightmare, but just a few technical issues.
USB thing, really.
Yeah, yeah.
V, help remind me. Did you remix this one for when we released the album?
What you mean? Sorry.
Well, the first one, my vocals and the mastering was done.
Oh. Yes. So originally I mixed the music, someone else mixed the vocals, and someone else did the mastering.
Okay.
Well, we didn't like it. It wasn't sitting right, so I redid everything myself.
Okay.
Nice. Well, I mean, it
sometimes
sounds.
that's the way you get shit done.
Yeah, it sounds fantastic.
Had to do it right, right?
Cheers, mate.
So yeah, thank you guys for taking this morning and joining us. I was hoping that it was going to be I knew it was going to be a good time. I was just afraid it was going to be stressful for me pushing buttons over here.
It went pretty good for
It
you.
was smooth as hell for me. So thanks for all your hard work. And we do appreciate you guys. It's awesome that you're our first guests.
Yeah.
I'm truly impressed with your music. I'm truly impressed with your voice. So
Look forward to seeing
we
you
will
live.
share it.
A few questions before we wrap this up. When was the album released?
April 30th.
Okay.
Last
It's my
year.
birthday. That's cool. Nice.
And what platforms can everybody check you out on? You guys on
Oh,
all the
it's
platforms?
It's on all platforms.
Yeah, all platforms.
I've already got them on iTunes and all that.
iTunes, nice.
All right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I
We,
avoided listening so that I could be surprised here in the studio.
So I listened to the
Nice.
whole album like 3
I've already
times.
listened to the album too.
Oh, that makes me really happy.
Well, I'm going to
I
go
love-
listen to it.
Oh, that's a good album.
I think that the thing that makes it different is just now you can hear like them separated, all of the different production elements. They just tie it together and make it sound totally different.
Yeah, because if
than
you take
Yeah.
out
what's
the,
expected.
let's take out that and take out that. So there's no sense. Just that for an example, it's just those elements make it what it is. Of course, if you didn't know they were in there, you probably wouldn't know a difference. But I mean, listening to it, you can tell that those parts right there really make the song big.
It like makes a world of a difference. You don't hear it or maybe notice it, because listening back today, I was kind of surprised.
Yeah, and that's why we do this, because I mean we've done, what, almost 200 songs, I bet.
Yeah,
And-
probably.
I mean, there's songs that I've listened to since I was a kid that we listened
Always
to like this, and it's like,
work.
whoa, I never knew that was in there. Then every time I hear that song now,
You can't unhear it.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's very cool.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you guys letting us do this.
Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully we can get more. If you guys ever want to come back on with a different song, you guys are welcome anytime.
Yep, anytime.
Yep.
We are working on some new stuff.
Nice.
Good to hear.
Awesome.
Cool.
And I don't know, this won't be on YouTube, just because new equipment and we haven't done that
Just
test run
straight
yet.
live.
I literally bought this on, this is just straight live today.
Okay.
I literally bought this on Wednesday it came in Tuesday. My wife had doctor's appointment. 2 of my kids had appointments. Last night was really the only time I hooked it up and like tried to go live. So I was like, yeah, I'm just not going to do that. So yeah, it won't be on YouTube, unfortunately. But maybe if I can download the live, I can maybe upload that to YouTube and it might be okay. But I'll try it. If it's not, it won't. But either way, we really appreciate you guys taking time and doing this with us.
Thanks for having us.
Pretty cool how
Thank you so
technology
much,
can
dude,
make
honestly.
us all talk from all over the place like this. Like,
Yeah, I know.
blows my mind that this is something that can happen.
Yeah. For sure.
Right. So so I guess we'll wrap it up and thank you everybody for joining in, commenting, interacting, all that good stuff. That was their job. I was the doot guy over here.
You did some great sound effects.
Oh yeah.
Yep. This is just going to get better and better every time. So
Oh, yeah.
I look forward to having you guys again for sure.
Yes, thank you guys, and
Definitely.
hopefully enjoy the rest of your day. And look for us more. We'll be on every Sunday. We're gonna go live and do this with different songs. So
Sometimes I'll be here and
Great.
sometimes I'll be joining like you guys are from Iowa because it's 2.5 hour drive for me to get here. I just moved a couple months ago and my wife works every other weekend and it's a lot to drag my kids back. So
Where is here located?
Illinois, a little town called Galva.
Alba, Illinois.
Central Illinois.
All right.
Yep. And AFE. Inactive. We're gonna get kicked off. So thank you everybody.
Thank you.
All
Have a
right.
great day.
Thank you
You
for having
too.
us.